Okay, I think you can hear me now. I tried to record this before and you couldn't hear me. Alright, it's Jennifer. It is Friday, January 16th, 2015. I am almost 3 years post-op, gastric bypass, and a little over 6 months post-op, the revision, gastric bypass revision. Sorry it's so dark in here. I don't like a lot of light. Sure you can tell that from other videos. But I rearranged my living room, and I got a new lamp for Christmas. I just don't like a lot of light. So my house is kind of like always this calm and quiet and like not beaming in your eyeballs. So I apologize. Hopefully you can see me okay. Happy New Year. I guess I should start with that. Happy New Year. It is, like I said, January 16th, so I'm pretty sure your resolutions have not worked out for you. Mine lasted till about the 4th of January, so congratulations on going 4 times longer than I have. But seriously, I think like the last 16 days have been like a really good microcosm of my overall relationship and opinion of food, and it can be very easily summarized in just saying I fucking hate food. Like, I hate it so much. Like, I wish I'd never had to eat. And that's obviously not a very healthy way to be, and it's not a very healthy mindset to have. It's basically like an eating disorder, kinda. But let me kind of explain a little bit. Backtracking a little bit, my resolution this year was just to stop consuming so much sugar, because I remember when I had the revision and I was making all those videos about how miserable I was, I kept saying, like, I don't want to go back to the grazing, and I don't want to go back to the like eating with sugar and all that stuff. And I still don't eat pasta, and I still don't eat carbs. I do still eat like pizza once in a while, and I still eat the tortilla shells. I'm able to eat chili now, but I just can't eat a lot. My portion sizes are still really, really small. So I'm grateful for all of that stuff, because now I can eat normal foods, but I don't eat a lot of it. So I have the restrictions still 6 months out. Everything is cool, but I'm consuming way too much sugar, and my calories are starting to creep up and up and up. And I'm around 1,700 now, and it's only 6 months out, and I know a lot of it is because of the grazing and stuff. So my resolution, I guess, I don't really call it a resolution, it was a goal, was to just cut out the frozen Cokes, because that's a big, big source of sugar for me. And I thought once I did that, I wouldn't really be craving other kinds of sugar, because a majority of the sugar came from the frozen Cokes, and I'm not really eating carbs, so I couldn't get the sugary, ankle itches. I couldn't really get a lot of the sugary cravings from the carbs, because I'm not really eating any carbs. What I have learned is that I apparently don't know as much about nutrition as I probably should. My body does not function the way that all these studies and things, like when you read about all these like low-fat diets, high-fat diets, low-carb, like all these stupid diets where they say like the average person, look, your body is not going to behave, what am I trying to say? You can't read one of those diets or go to one of those lifestyle things and it's going to work for everybody. Not everybody's body reacts the same way to sugar. Not everybody's body reacts the same way to carbs. 1,700 calories for one person is totally different for 1,700 of another person, even if you weigh the same amount. You could go to the gym for an hour and I could go to the gym for 20 minutes and I might have better results than you do, just because the way my body is. That's my whole point, is that all of these advice columns and dietitians and all this stuff, they all mean well. I have respect for them all. They're all very knowledgeable. I'm not saying don't listen to them. I'm saying listen to you first. Listen to your body first, because your body knows way more about what works for you and what doesn't than any of their advice. And I should have listened to that the entire time, because I've been calling dietitians and going to counselors and asking my friends, and they're all very knowledgeable people, and I respect all of them, but they're not me, and my body works a certain way. And that's kind of what I'm learning through all of this. The bottom line for me is just that I have to get comfortable here and not so much comfortable with a number on the scale. The first week, I weigh myself on Mondays, because that's when I had my surgeries. My revision and my actual bypass. My weight the first Monday of January, which I think was the 5th, was 210.8. And that was after not having frozen Cokes for 4 days, not really having much sugar, watching, counting my calories on MyFitnessPal, which every time I count my calories, I gain weight. And I think it's because I'm obsessing about food all the time. I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down. I gotta remember what I ate. I can't do it. It stresses me out. So anyway, it was 210.8. The very next week, so 7 days later, I weighed in at 205.2. There is no way in hell I lost 5 pounds in 7 days. Not even water weight. Don't go there for me. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I started drinking the frozen Cokes again. I was eating sugar like I normally have. I was eating my 1,800 calories a day like I normally have. And I lost 5 pounds. Being a woman sucks. Being a woman who's had weight loss surgery sucks more. Your hormones hate you. Just get used to it. They hate you. They hate you. And I already have hormonal issues because I have the PCOS. And so that combined with my body just working a unique way and me fluctuating back and forth, whether it be, the time of the month or whatever the case might be, which I never know because I have hormonal issues and I have, that IUD, the birth control IUD, so I don't have womanly cycles anymore, or they don't show like that, whatever. So I don't ever know. I just kind of know based on the scale, and there's no way I lost 5 pounds in a week. So that right there kind of showed me, like, I got to stop worrying so much about the scale. And that's the other thing I want to say to you is I don't know how far you are out watching, or if you even had surgery yet, but I will tell you from my perspective, being almost 3 years out, you have a very different relationship with the scale the first year and the second year, and then by the time you get to the third year. And I think it's very self-explanatory that the first year you're going to be, like, monitoring it like crazy because it's insanely exciting and yet nerve-wracking to see the number go down and down and down every single week no matter what you do. The second year, I think people, or at least me and a lot of people I know, monitor the scale even more intently because we were so afraid to gain the weight back. And they always tell you about 18 months to 24 months is when you start to gain weight back. And you will. You're probably going to gain like another 5, 10, 15 pounds. I think when you get to where I'm at now, and maybe even a little bit beyond, but I can't speak on that, the scale now is not a monitoring tool. I mean, it's not like it's not really a friend or a foe. It's just kind of there. I get on it once a week still, just so I can kind of monitor my number. I know it's not really accurate. I know it's not really telling me anything definite. It's just kind of giving me a like, hey, this is what you weigh today. Next week it might be different. If I go 3 weeks and I'm the same weight, that's when I consider it kind of accurate. Otherwise, I just consider it kind of a indicator of what's sort of going on. But you don't rely on heavily as the scale. I don't even measure myself anymore. I don't know. I know my jeans are size 14. I know that I can wear a size 14 dress. I know that when I started this, I was in a size 32. And other than that, I don't really give a crap. Sorry, I took my nails off. I have my acrylic nails, and all my hands look like little baby hands. Totally off topic, but I'm messing with my hands. So anyway, so that kind of brings me to where I am now, which is where I thought that I was going to try doing this intermittent fasting because I wanted to kind of see if I could lose more weight and go off the frozen Cokes and stuff. So intermittent fasting is basically the method that I'm using is where you don't eat for at least 14 to 18 hours. Hopefully you're sleeping for a majority of that time. And then you eat for an 8 to 10 hour window, and then you fast again. So what I'm doing is I'm eating for 10 hours and fasting for 14. And the whole purpose of it is supposed to be to kind of get your calories back in check, and your body burns more when it's in the fasting state, and you're supposed to exercise before near the end of your fast so that after you're done exercising, you can load up on food and calories and protein and stuff. I've only been doing it for 2 days, and I've been in touch with somebody who does it, and also follows a very high-fat diet and has had very, very good success. She has not confirmed or denied whether I should be doing the fasting because of my PCOS. But I've been doing it for 2 days, and I can tell you that just in the 2 days, the first day sucked. I wanted a protein shake. I drink protein shakes in the morning every morning, and it sucked to not have my protein shake. Today wasn't as hard. I noticed both days that once I started eating, I didn't want to graze as much. I wasn't as hungry. I didn't eat as much of my food, and I already don't eat a lot. I think in one of my videos I was saying, like, oh, I can eat normal foods, I just can't eat real big portions, and I still can't. I'm starting to be able to eat soft tortilla shells, and that scares me, and I should stop that immediately because it's a slippery slope. Once you start being able to eat things, you start adding more things that you don't want to eat to that. But I can now. So I still have to chew my food like 40, 50, 60 times every single bite. I do drink out of straws now. I really, really tried to not drink with my meals. But the fasting has made my appetite less, and it has made my grazing less, and my calories obviously less, because instead of eating for 16 hours a day, I'm only eating for 8 or 8 to 10. And now it's 11:15. I stopped eating at 11, so I can't even have anything else to eat, and I'm kind of hungry right now. But I'll just have like some tea or whatever. I gotta go to bed anyway. I'm exhausted. But that's the other thing, is it said it's supposed to increase or help your sleep or whatever, but last night was like the worst sleeping experience I've had in a long time. I was up literally every 30 to 45 minutes. After about 4 o'clock in the morning, I was just pissed off. Like, why am I waking up again? I'm so tired. Why can I not sleep? So I'm hoping that tonight's not the same thing. I hope yesterday was just a fluke. But that's all I can report about it, is my cravings are down, my appetite is decreased. I don't have to eat as much to get full, and I wasn't eating that much to begin with. So we'll see what effect it has on the scale on Monday. I'm going to hopefully still continue to do it over the weekend. Although I say hopefully because I am not a very disciplined person. I do what I want to do, and I'm kind of like that with every aspect of my life, which is not always a good thing. But I do what I want to do, and I don't do what I don't want to do. And if I get too anxious this weekend, or if I start getting really hungry and I'm not really distracting myself, or I'm not really keeping myself busy, I'm going to eat. So I really have to try to just not eat until like 1 o'clock tomorrow, and then I eat from 1 to 11, and then I'm done. But we'll see on Monday when I weigh in. We'll see what I weigh in at. Anyway, wow, that was a boring video, wasn't it? Aren't you so glad you stuck around for that? Excuse me. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I have more insight on relationship crap that I probably should share, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I'll make another video. My appointment with the endocrinologist is in 2 weeks, and I wasn't gonna make another video until I spoke with her. Yeah, I know who that is. No. Until I spoke with her, because I want to talk to her about Adipex, which is a diet pill, which I don't know if I should take or not. And I want to talk to her about this fasting regimen for eating. And I want to talk to her about all that stuff in the PCOS, and I want her opinion on all this stuff before I make any more life decisions. So, in terms of food and stuff. So I'll make another video once I talk to her. But wow, I look like I got like beat up. What is the deal? Wow. Anyway, I will talk to you guys all later. Thank you so much for watching. Yada yada. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.